What is up, party people? Nick, Reaper, Vincent, what's going on, guys? Alright, so I haven't even tried this card out yet. I haven't even redeemed him. I figured I would wait until I was streaming to do it. Greek Freak, what's going on, man? How you doing? So, like 6,500-ish. I guess 6,675 XP to go. Still a fair bit. Oh, my neck is bugging me. Currently 3-0 in Opal League, playing my 4th game right now. Good shit. Alright. So let's figure out what we gotta do here. I guess first things first. Let's get CJ McCollum redeemed. Get on my account and buy whoever you want to try. Not gonna lie, I don't really want to try any of these guys. Unless you locked for Shrimp, right? Darren Williams is a fucking god. Yes, he is. Thon Maker's 15k? Really? Doesn't look like 15k. Although you might be on Xbox. Alright, let's check out CJ McCollum. Patrick Ewing. I can't figure out what other badges I want to put on this card. I gotta get quick first step for him. Even though he's slow as shit. And I haven't put clamps on him yet. Yo, what's going on, Joel? Sort of tempted to give him difficult shots. I don't know, but it's pretty slow. In one game, Jaren Jackson Jr. got 20 rebounds. Yep. He's good, man. Okay. Ooh. CJ's got a nice release. Hall of Fame 0 rings. I think he already has that. Hall of Fame tireless defender. That's not bad. It's not great. I don't think it's one that I would like hold on to really. I'd probably just use it on a card I'm using a lot. Flex B. Yep. Patent pending. I think Wesley owns the rights to that one. 4-0. Only 8 more to go, Reaper. And you got a good center. Okay, so CJ is definitely not worth locking in, but he's gonna be fun. Ewing. I gotta try it with D'Antoni. He also owns the rights to It's Fine. You guys are silly. Ah. I think I want to check out the release on Jaylen Brown because the Pink Diamond's gonna have the same release. Wesley owns it since he's not currently here. Alright, let me do it. Jaylen Brown. Alright, let's see. Ooh. The Pink Diamond, especially once you get range on it, like it's a little slow, but that's going to be such an easy green. Let's see how his off the move is. This Jaylen Brown, the Pink Diamond is going to be amazing. Yep. How many rebounds does Richie need? He needs 25 rebounds in triple threat offline. It's super annoying. This dude is zoning me. I'm up 11-0. Yep. That'll happen. Alright, so here's a question. Do I just play an unlimited game for fun? Or do I get into some challenge shit to get this out of the way? I feel like I may as well get a couple of these done, and then I gotta get Roy Hibbert. Can we do a share play in a bit? What for? How'd you make that all that MT on NMS? What's going on, gamer with the green shirt? Leo, hey, what's going on, man? I got all this MT by basically just being careful with what I was doing. I've gone through Unlimited, and from the Amethyst, Diamond, and Pink Diamond tier, you can get some pretty good stuff that sells for a bit. So I probably made like, I don't know, 300 to 400,000 just from that. And then aside from that, I made a bit from Triple Threat. A little bit from Limited, just like stuff here and there. And then it's just I don't keep cards that I'm not using. So most of the cards I use are just rewards. And anytime I buy a card to do the challenges, I make sure I pay under market value for them. So I wouldn't say I snipe necessarily, but like if Tony Parker, say, is going for 70,000, I'm only gonna buy him for 60,000 or less. That way I can do the challenges, and by the time I sell them back, I won't actually lose any money. The bid sniping ones are a little tougher, but overall, I wouldn't say I've sniped. I've just played the game a lot. So I should be able to go into season 3 with a pretty stacked team, about 1 million MT, and enough tokens to get what's it called? To get 4 pink diamonds. The only problem with it though is that as soon as you finish Unlimited, there's no point in playing it after you get Ewing and Pierce, because it's not rewarding at all. There's literally no reason to play it except for fun. And half the time it's not even fun. Share play to show off the best PD in the game. I feel like you mean Peja. Like, yeah, we can do that a little bit if you want. I think I want to get SGA first. Which actually probably means I'm going to have to buy Peja on my account anyway. So we may as well just do that. This Wiggins is actually good. My biggest flex is 3 Bobs, Koozie Linear Love. It's a solid flex. That would actually be like a hilarious team for triple threat. And it would actually be pretty good too. Get the Bob squad out there. I keep forgetting I need steals with Rubio. Ricky. Ooh, crossed him up. I also tried to bump him. You see Sam's Big Z gameplay? I did. I thought that was a very good video, and I saw they used your account for it. Sam's really good at making gameplay videos. I hope he keeps that up. Because I would much rather watch his than HTBs or DVGs or bios. Which isn't anything against them, I just think Sam does a better job. When I'm really feeling it on a day, I bring out John Stockton and John Wall. That's a nice looking team. Now you need like a good John Collins. So you can get the Bob squad and the John squad. This Wiggins, I actually really like him. I can see us honestly getting a really good John Collins. He left the ultimate method squad on my account too. I'm guessing it's all bronzes and 1 Peja. I feel like that's something that you would call the ultimate god squad or method squad. Because you're an asshole. Okay, I gotta get these out of the way because it bothers me having all this stuff left uncompleted. So I gotta finish that. I gotta get 3 dunks with any Bulls player. Four assists online, Andrew Wiggins, and then 8 more points. Okay. I'll get Jay Williams for some Bulls dunks. Okay. Still have a free agent LeBron that saved me 30 to 40K, I'm guessing. That is a good idea. I actually didn't even think about that. Steph and Darren as a backcourt is unfair. I swear y'all almost killed me. That's Austin. I don't know why I get notifications so much later than when I actually get sent shit. Yeah, Steph and Darren. I put Darren Williams at the point guard. I don't know what it is, but I just find it helps having Steph at the 2 because it lets him spot up from a little bit deeper, and then he kind of trails on plays. So I always run D Will at the 1, Steph at the 2. I don't know if you find that it makes any difference, but I do. Wow, it's a good way to start it out. Also, I'm gonna need to share play with my brother, because I want to get a new court and logo and stuff going on. I think that'd be fun. All right. There's 1 assist. Tried both and it feels the same. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see it. Okay. Like, this guy's actually... Woo! Finalists do quit. I was half asleep during that game. Jacob, what's going on, man? How your Steelers doing? Sam didn't stream today. Wow. I know for me, I ended up sleeping, so I didn't know that he didn't stream. We dunk it? Oh shit! Come on, Jay Williams. You did? Yeah, I thought Sam streamed. He always streams in the morning, especially on content day. Oh, this guy's annoying. Whatever. If you're just gonna 3-hunt with Lillard and Thompson, I'll let you try and beat me with Big Ben. This guy sucks. Not bad, bro. 6-0. Nice. Good to hear. Oh, terrible. How is that not a foul? Like, what? Man, this guy's fucking annoying. I'm here now, was doing homework. What's going on, Austin? How you doing? I should have enough by the end of the season to get 2 PB rewards, so I'm hyped about that. Yep. Definitely not a bad situation to be in. I could get 2 right now, but there's just none that really appeal to me. Stream in the morning, I didn't know I was at school. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he always streams, starts streaming like usually an hour before content comes out. Get better. Fair. There you go. I need 1 more dunk with Jay. And 1 more assist with Wiggins. Oh, that should have gone out. The post fades. Oh, god damn it. He's trying so hard to cut this off with Jay Williams. That's probably in. I'm not joining a party right now, Nick. It's always funny when people start caring more about not letting you do challenges than they do about winning. And then you just get them done anyway. You're the man, my guy. I hope you're having a great day. Keep up the cool work. Thank you very much, Ernie. I appreciate that, man. Oh, his release is slow. I didn't realize. How'd you get CJ and Patrick? I got Patrick by winning a fuckload of games, and I got CJ by kind of getting lucky with like locker codes. If I'm being honest. No chase down. There we go. Yeah, Patrick, I got Friday. What's better, Tyson Chandler? Oh, I thought you said Tyson Chandler. Oh, what? I don't even like that. I won't get CJ. I know. I said that I said that, and then I ended up, I had too many cards in my, like, my, what's it called? Like, outcomes, my auction outcomes. So I just used the required original owner ones to just do it. I know, I wasn't going to do it, but then CJ's one of my favorite players, and then also just, like, it's one of those things I put a couple... Bro, I didn't even want to shoot that with the stick. But as soon as I put a couple cards into it, I was just like, I may as well get it. And like I said, I really like CJ McCollum. Hit that. Yeah. Good shit. This guy was trying so hard not to let me get these challenges done, and then it turns out he's just really bad. Like, he'd rather lose. And I already got them done, so... I don't know what benefit of it there is to him. Okay, take a terrible shot. Poster, yup. But yeah, I don't recommend to anybody getting the CJ. It's not a very good card. Oh, this guy sucked. But we got the daily out of the way. Anybody want to talk about how the Bears lost? They suck if you didn't know. I don't think a ton of people really give a shit. It's kind of where I landed on it. Damn, I should have got 3 more points with Wiggins. I could have been done with them. Nick, did you lock in today? So after 7.5 months, I go back to school on Monday and never been more dumbfounded in my life. Yeah, it'll be weird. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Nick didn't lock in today, to be honest. What kind of ball drop is that? Alright, so we got the daily done. We got, let's see. We got Ricky steals, Dimer Wiggins, dunks. I need 3 more points with him. You have SGA? I don't yet, but I'm going to get him on this during this stream. Fuck. God damn it. I don't want to pay so much for cards that I don't want. Whatever. Fuck it. I need to use him anyway. I just overspent a little bit, but I don't really care that much. I only have 40k. What the fuck? I don't know, man. You gotta step up your efficiency. That's what it comes down to. All right, so Parker is currently going for 95. So I am gonna try and snipe him quick. Yeah, I know, but Ilgauskas, all it takes is like DBG or someone to make a video on him. Plus, I'll probably throw a diamond shoe on him and put him up for an auction, and then people will overpay for him. Because people are stupid. Plus, I'm in a hurry. I want to get SGA and get this done. If I lose 20,000 MT on the auctions and on the taxes and shit, I don't really care right now. I'm over 1 million. See, Nick, when you have a ton of MT that you don't have to buy, you can kind of just. What I'm looking forward to, honestly, is getting all the XP shit out of the way as quick as I can, just so I can play a bunch of triple threat and start grinding tokens. Because I hate triple threat, but I like having tokens. Hmm. Plus, I don't like sniping on stream so much because it's time consuming, and especially if we don't have something to talk about during it, it's just kind of, I don't know, it just drags on. Normally, if I'm sniping stuff like this, I would do it while I'm like watching TV. I just keep refreshing while I'm watching something, but I got people in here. I don't want to get you guys too bored. I mean, it's still. Shut up, Austin. Give me that squeal. Share play? Well, I'm gonna grab these guys anyway, so I don't really need to share play with Nick, because I'm gonna have the same cards. I'm also gonna snipe Apasia by the time this night is done. Probably not on stream, but yeah. See, I already overpaid for Ilgauskas. I didn't realize that he was a buyout, really, because I've seen him going for high bids, but it's fine. If anything, I lost like 5K. I'm not too upset about it. Fuck, my neck hurts though. Oh, also today is JW's birthday, so I'm gonna get him in the chat. I'm gonna get him in the chat, and I need everybody to just say happy birthday, JW, because he's a little girl and he cares about that kind of shit. Frillo Pierce is miles better than Peja? Yes, he is. There he is. Look at that. Look at that little fucker. Daniel Gibson has the slowest release in the game? Dude, I love Daniel Gibson's release. Nick, Austin, there you go. I'm not gonna sing shit, but happy birthday to JW. The I was gonna say the man, the myth, the legend, but like at least two of those three things aren't true. The party, yeah. Mommy, the birthday party is over here. It was over there, but now it's over here. Yeah. I was just, yeah. At some point, I'll probably on Discord later tonight or something like that. If we end up playing Apex or something like that, I'll probably end up doing that. Happy Happy birthday to you. uh, but that's yeah, that's the celebration you get. Not as old as it. No, you're catching up though, because all I have to do is shave, and I age backwards 10 years, and you're older than me. So heads up for that. Brig, I hate it and love it. Happy birthday to you, mommy. Happy birthday to you. Over there. Fuck. Alright, let's see if we can get a Townie. I love hearing it from you in that voice, and I also entirely hate it. Yep. That was kind of the goal. When you're technically never gonna be as old as SP, because that's how age ROMs. Chase, that's how age ROMs. So that's the kind of credibility Austin has right now. Chess, because of the age ROMs. Fuck you, Austin. But also, that's the joke, is that... What the fuck? SP won't make it to 40, so I'll catch up eventually. That's true, because if I were to die right now, in 3 years, Jake would be older than me, because he'd still be alive. Well, no, if I die, I'm probably taking him with me. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Alright, let's see if we can get him on a deal. Fuck. Won't beat me to it. Murder Sway. Murder Sway. Right. Let's see. Anybody put some extra shit on a Tony? By the way, someone happy birthday. One day I'll kill you and then myself. What I'll do is I'll kill myself in a way that murders you. Like I'll set up a scheme. That's shit got dark, Austin. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess we were already talking about murder suicide, so it's not that bad. What I could do is rig it so that when I die, my corpse like flies into you at such speeds that I burst through you like A-Train through Robin in The Boys. Just explode through you over there. May your hammer be mighty. John Wall is still 320,000. That's just stupid. And then Page's 200K for, I don't know. You can't what the fuck me when you know this is how this works. Flying corpse murder ideas came to you. I haven't thought about it much. It's like that book that O.J. Simpson wrote called I'm Not Saying I Did It, but if I did, here's how I would have. Which seems like a red flag. Jumps out of an airplane. Exactly. See, Austin gets it. Why isn't the chat showing up, man? Who knows, man? All right. His price seems to be dipping already a little bit. If I can get 190 or less in the next 3 minutes, yeah. I'll buy it. I love playing Madden with a keyboard. That sounds sarcastic. $205K. Should I buy? Hey, look, it's Reaper. Reaper's in to show James W a little bit of love. Hopefully he's still here. I don't know. He might have dipped out. But if he doesn't see it, Reaper, I'll let him know. I'll let him know that you came in, found out it was his birthday, and then told him to go fuck him. Ah, shit. Okay, never mind. He saw it. Also, what are you guys' thoughts on us doing like a reaction? I know we talked about it a little bit, but I hate the idea of making a second channel. I just know that if you're doing like reaction stuff, you can get copyright stricken so easy and get an account or a channel like canceled. And I can't afford to do that yet with how few people I have. So if I were to do a react thing, I'd have to do a separate channel. But if me and JW did reaction shit, would you guys want to see that? Just watch whatever. React to canceled? You love that shit, man. God damn it. Yes or no? I mean, if we do a second channel, yeah. There we go. So 3 points with Wiggins. $19 layups with Riquet. And 38 assists. You can do it on Twitch, then upload the clips to another channel. Yeah, that's true. Name it Moresby? Moresby? I'd probably just make it SP React. But I already know that if we're going to do it, I want to title every video something absolutely stupid, because I hate seeing the react channels where it's like, metalhead listens to rap, or like, rapper listens to metal. So I want to make it something absolutely retarded and just be like, I'd already talked to Jake about this, but be like, 2 astronauts watch this video, and then the next video be like 2 Hasidic Jews. Like, just make it increasingly stupid, obscure things. And then if someone's like, you're not actually an astronaut, it's like, yeah, no shit. You don't know that these guys reacting to anything haven't already seen it, or that they're only listening to rap or metal or, you know, all that shit. This is where my head goes. All right. Big Z, 2 blocks. I don't think that's that bad. How many rebounds? 60. No, but you know what I mean? How it's like all those two. Yeah, you know, like that would probably get me in some trouble. That might not be a great suggestion, but it is too early to say. Maybe that's the ticket. We might have a Paul George challenge tomorrow. I don't know, because we got the next 3 days all taken care of. So I don't know if we're gonna get more challenges throughout the week. I would hope so, but we'll have to see. Jesus Christ, Austin. Fucking Wesley. Yeah, it would be nice. It'd be nice to have some more challenges and stuff, but I think we're just gonna keep getting daily things. I don't know. Greek Freak though, I gotta check that. I gotta check to see if I have that free agent LeBron, because that's a really good idea that you had. I'm gonna watch the Texas race, then probably get back on 2K. No idea what that even means. Might sell this 200K, then delete the app. I mean, you go through that every week, though, Nick. Ah, shit. Rebounds? Yeah. Get in. Yes. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm done with Wiggins. Yep. The NASCAR race. That's why I don't know about it. You've been talking about quitting completely for at least a little while. So I just want to see if the points in the paint with Ilgauskas are in triple threat offline or online. You can only get it from the locker code, I'm pretty sure. Oh, right, it's a 90 overall, right? Yeah, I'm like 99% sure I have that. Ooh, Rubio. Never mind, they postpone until tomorrow. Ah, shucks. Okay, this Rubio's pretty nice. Wow. I'll watch Game 6 of the World Series. The World Series already happening? What? I mean, that probably goes to show how much I watch baseball. What's funny is that actually the last baseball game I watched was the Jose Batista bat flip. And before that, it was like 3 years since I'd watched an actual baseball game. Look, Oscar seems good. He's faster than he should be. Dodgers lead the series 3-2 versus the Rays. Right? Okay, yeah. I have heard stuff about it. I forgot. As soon as you said Dodgers Rays, I was like, okay, yeah, that's right. Fuck. Go Dodgers. Nick, you're a big LA fan, eh? Trying to win money? You're not old enough to gamble. Ooh, Ilgauskas. Watch Austin actually be like 28. With the Super 6 app, I can 25k. Are we doing my league? Yeah, I was trying to talk to Wesley about that. We're just gonna have to do it where we'll just pick between like 5 teams in Play Now, and we'll do like a Play Now tournament for the round robin, and then we'll do the seeding based on that. Super 6, yeah, I don't really know what that is, but I am not in the America. I get the Nets. We're not doing like a dibs thing. We're gonna have everybody has the same. Everybody has the same selection, so you could end up with Nets against Nets. We're just gonna have the same player pool to choose from, and I don't think we should go anybody that has like a definitive, like glitchy type car or player in the game. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but everyone's gonna have the same choice. Okay, so it's triple threat online that I need with Ilgauskas. Stoof carry. Yeah, okay, so I do have this LeBron. So I'm gonna have to use him. Who else? Fuck it. How about we get a little bit of CJ gameplay in? I'll use him for a little bit of TTO. Oh, like just they will for sure. Will for sure. They take. I feel like take. Good show though, right? No more Bob squad. They're gonna mess up with the carrying everything over up so bad. Yeah, I believe that. Tomorrow I gotta win 7 straight games. I can't lose. It's prime time. I'm not gonna lie, Reaper. Like the later into the day you go, the better it is. Um. Oh, Greek Freak. I already checked. I do have the LeBron. I also got to talk to my fuck, I think it was James. I always mix up Miles and James. But one of them has a PS5 pre-order and they were thinking about changing their mind on it. Okay. Oh, damn. That was James, yeah. Ew. I feel like Arvidas Sabonis is one of the biggest what ifs of all time. Absolutely. That was James, yeah, okay. I'll have to check in with him. Oh, damn. Okay. I just realized this guy has a much better team than me. I'm gonna wait till like 5, 6, or 5 to 7 p.m. That's when I played today. Yeah. The later in the day you go, the easier it is. And yeah, Arvidas Sabonis is absolutely a what if. There's a bunch of European players. Oscar Schmidt. I was kind of thinking, I don't know, like I really like watching Click. Or like Clique. I think he just says Click, but the word's actually Clique. Productions. Shoot it, man. Fuck. Congrats. I watch a lot of the day one if I get it. Sure. But yeah, anyway, I was thinking of doing some My League like what if type things. Oh my god, dude, calm down. It's triple threat, you're up 6. Like you're getting the win. I just need to do a couple things here. Holy fuck. Yeah, no, I'll do a 24-hour like once I get it, if I get it. It's the first time I've actually seen Ilgauskas' jump shot. This guy's pause cheesing? Like, congrats. You're matched up with a far better team. What are you proud of? Oh my god. Holy shit. These guys are so much longer and more athletic than my team. Yeah, my league. Okay, so we'll use... Everybody has the same selection of teams. This guy is trying so fucking hard right now. Same selection of teams, and then we'll figure out what, I don't know, 5 or 6 teams everyone can choose from. I'd kind of prefer what's it called? Just using like average teams. I don't know, like, or not even average teams, but like teams that aren't, you know, stacked. Oh my god, make a layup. What is this guy even trying? Like, all right, whatever. We'll just time him out. Bulls rebuild, we could do that. Let's see. We could go for a play now or my league. No. So I'm saying for the my league, we're gonna use play now teams to determine the draft order. So let's get. I just want a list of all these. I guess, okay, so here. We may as well get this out of the way right now. So we're gonna list. Okay, I'm taking the Lakers out. Miami doesn't have like a star player that's just like busted in the game. So we'll go Heat, Celtics. I'm just going to take teams that don't have one player that can just abuse the game. So like no Giannis, no LeBron, no Ben Simmons. Because literally all you have to do is drive right at people. No Harden, he's the same way. And then no Warriors. Dallas you can kind of a little bit. But we'll go Dallas. I mean, the Bulls kind of suck. So we could just say what teams are not allowed. So no Lakers, no Bucks. Jimmy's going to be a 93. He's not in 2K20 though. And he doesn't have like just the glitchy shit where it's like you can just hold turbo to the rim. Okay, so no Lakers, no Bucks, no Rockets, no Warriors, no Sixers. I guess what we could do is just say no teams with a 90-plus player on the roster. That could be fair. Yeah, why don't we do that? So, okay, why don't we go through that then? Okay, so Austin doesn't get to play as the Celtics. Here, I'll go back into this. And we'll just make a quick list. I'm going to go into play now. I just want to look at the roster. Is there any way to just do that quick? roster. Okay. I already know what team I'm going to use. Okay, so Sixers are out. We're going to go no 90 plus. Sixers, Bucks. Bulls are good. Cavs are good. Celtics are good. No Clippers. Grizzlies are good. No Lakers. Mavs are out. No Nets. No Nuggets. No Rockets. No Wolves. No Blazers. No Warriors. Okay. I think that's pretty fair. And then we'll also just eliminate like the bottom feeder teams. So I mean, I guess if you want to play as the Hornets, you can. Shit. I need to get Wesley. All right. I'm using the 2014 76ers. You're not. Um, so I need to make a tweet about this. That's the team that's 10 and 72. Yep, I know. You could have picked the Bobcats the one year that they had a worse percentage record, I think, or at least they only had single digit wins. I know that much. Um, are we playing these games tonight? No, we are not. But we'll start. We'll start doing it. All right. So I just tweeted it out. I'm gonna pin it. Based on entry order. 5-minute quarters on All-Star or Superstar? Let's say Superstar. Or should we go 4-minute quarters? Prizes I hear? Yes, sir. Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame Pick Dodger with like 16 gold badges, Paul George Diamond for 95k, W or L, also Diamond Shoe. It's a really good card. I don't think he's fast enough in transition to make Showtime super worth it, personally. Uh, but Pick Dodger's nice. Prizes I hear, yes. How much MT are you gonna need? We'll figure that out. I want to make it reasonable so that we can at least do a good prize. Yeah, we'll figure out how much MT is going to be needed. I don't know what other information I really need on this. Random round robin determined on entry order, single elimination brackets based on the result. 5-minute quarters, superstar difficulty, may not select teams with a 90 plus overall player. Players who enter league after tournament has begun. We'll draft late. Okay, I have to hide that one from Austin because I just want people entering, not saying shit. And let me just add Sixers, Bucks, Clippers, Lakers, Mavs, Nets, Nuggets, Rockets, Wolves, Blazers, Warriors. Okay. All right. So I think that should be good. I think that's fair. Austin, if you could delete that other response, that would be great. And that should be good. All right. So let's get back into getting. Where's my invite? It's on Twitter, Brett. So you can definitely do it. Just need you to check out the pinned comment. I should probably do that on this. My league sign up. Be right there, and then we'll pin that. Oh, just kidding. I'm not one of those guys. I mean, you may as well jump in the tournament if you want. Worst case is you get to play a couple games for fun, draft a team. Do we get prizes from winning the chip? Yep. Ideally, I want to try and make it a million MT giveaway, but we may end up just doing VC or something, depending on how it goes. Wasn't trying to be one of those guys who always gets insulted when they don't get asked to join something. Oh yeah, no. I'm not. I mean, I'm not like personally inviting anybody. It's open. Imagine 2 bot-controlled teams make the finals. I'm gonna eliminate any non-user team. And playoffs will be a best of 5. Actually, no. Playoffs will be a best of 3, and then the finals will be a best of 5. Shoot it. Wow. God damn it, Ilgauskas. You suck. Oh, CJ's not great either. Here we go. Oh, this guy just mashes fucking square and gets a steal with Carl. Thank you. I'm liking this Paul George so far, but wondering if he could go over 100K if I put him up for bid. Lowest PG is for 90? I mean, you might with some extra badges and shit on him. You could. Like I said, he's a really good card. If I didn't have Paul Pierce, I'd probably use Paul George as my small forward. Or yeah, as my small forward. Oh my god, he really fell over. Okay. The question is, Brett, who would you replace him with? Who's a card that you like enough to sell him and use instead? I mean, this Ilgauskas is fine, but I'm definitely excited to sell him as soon as possible. This guy is not very good. Oh, get there. There we go. There really isn't one? Yeah, so I mean, You could if you want to stack up MT, but if you plan on using a God Squad or like a main team to try and go for Ewing, I'd say just hold on to the players you like. Otherwise, it's just, you know, you're just selling them for the sake of selling them. I think you ended up taking the Darius Miles, right, Brett? When we were talking about that before. I think Nick left. George seems good for triple threat. Yeah, he is. Outbid? Who's... So someone outbid me on Parker just to... just to pay what you can already get him at a buyout for. Well, 85, sure. Fuck it. I did say if I could get one under 95, I would have taken it. So, or under 91. Oh, there's a bunch up for 85. All right. Well, whatever. As long as we can get it done. May as well get this out of the way. You know what? I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video for the My League, and I'll explain everything that's going into it. I think that'll be the easiest way. Just shoot it. I don't care. Oh, damn. Darius and this Paul George is really showing up big on triple threat. Yeah, so keep him. If he's playing well for you, there's no reason to get rid of him. Playing Roy the Savage? I know. I don't know about you, but I'm already scared. Oh, he's got to hit that. That's brutal. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got a block. I need one more block with him. Swag. I even manually controlled him to close out on that again, and it didn't do anything. Oh, off his back. I know there might be a crash Friday. That's very true. Oh, damn. I thought I could have got my second block there. I'm considering selling him before then to get him cheap towards the weekend. Yeah, that is possible. There we go. Yep, and then a step back was on its way. Okay. I didn't even press to shoot there, and he just ended up going up and getting fucked. We get the Euro. We score? No. Says it about selling Dominique. Man, you have Dominique too. You got a good-looking team, man. You don't need to be so concerned about your MT and shit. You got a good squad. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be unknown. They're gonna do an idle superset or super pack. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say for sure. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. History suggests that they will, which means his value is going to go down eventually. Whether it's enough to justify selling him this early, I don't know. I will say that Jaylen Brown is going to be a better card than the Dominique. And he's going to be free. So it's... That for me is the difference maker. It's fine, man. Take that shot. Ooh. Oh, no. What about KD? Shit, man. You got a good team. You guys got good teams, good players. Again, for me, like, I use as many free players as I can. And it's all the difference for me. I'm gonna play Madden tonight, then after school tomorrow I'm grinding out and finishing Historic Dom. You still haven't done that? Hey, I got my 2 blocks with Elgauskas. I didn't get a ring, and I'm kind of wishing I did. Yeah, that's painful, man, because that card is going to be real good. I hope that was close enough to be considered in the paint. Yeah. Last weekend, yeah. Again, KD, like, it depends. Personally, I did not like the Durant card. I found him so bad on defense that it kind of killed it for me. But it's not like he's a bad card. Offensively, he's really good. He was better for me when stick shooting was in the game. Okay. Oh my god. Well. Hey, he hit one. This is annoying. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna paint sit. Alright. Don't be dumb. Celtics fan, Jaylen Brown not on my good side. He's gonna be better than Wilkins. Like, there's no doubt in my mind he's gonna be better than Wilkins. He's taller. He's gonna be way better on defense. Yeah, I don't think it's close, honestly. Alright, this guy just wants to be annoying and paints it and shit. Oh, that's gonna go in too. Yeah. I hate losing to shitty players just because I'm trying to get challenges done. Oh yeah, I guess this is last bucket. Oh. Oh wow, I really couldn't rebound that. That's gonna be game. Nope. Bye. How do I support? How do you mean? Um, Subscribing, liking, all that stuff is good. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, so I don't have any of that stuff. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, just liking stuff, watching the videos, all that stuff helps. Tell your friends. Basically, yeah, I just need a little bit more exposure and stuff like that. But I appreciate that. It's actually a really good question. It's something I should probably think about. I have, if you go to the just sblive.com, I have like a donations thing. But I have 3 keys. 3 keys. 3 keys for playing No Money Spent. Hopefully by then there'll be a player that blows him out of the water. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to using Jaylen Brown. And I'm curious, you said so a Celtics fan, Jaylen Brown might not exactly on my good side right now. I thought he played I'm a Celtics fan and I thought he played pretty well. And yeah, there's definitely a chance that a better card will be out by then, but I'm not too worried about it. He's gonna do all the things I need my shooting guard to do. And McGrady would be nice, but that's also gonna go for a ton. And I'm not really trying to pay a ton for a card that, even though I'll really like it, I don't want to. He blew game 2. I mean, yeah, missing a buzzer beater isn't really enough to make me hate a player. People miss tough shots all the time. He also played incredible uh, defense the entire postseason and made a lot of big shots. And I'll be honest, the biggest letdown was Brad Stevens because I didn't think that it was a well coached postseason in general. All right, I need 4 points in the paint with Ilgauskas. Didn't miss it. He didn't play D on the 3-point line. Oh, yeah. I mean, he also made a lot of big plays. I'm not going to hold anything against a 23-year-old who's doing their best. Yeah. No, I know. I was more disappointed in Brad Stevens. Yeah, I mean personally I don't get hung up on stuff like that. I'm not going to the Celtics were never going to win the championship this year. So the fact that there were a couple small errors that ended up being costly, it's like, that's going to happen. It's the playoffs. Things happen. Some coaches make better adjustments than others. One thing I've always liked about Spoelstra is he does make good adjustments. And one reason that I thought it was a joke that Dwayne Casey ever got a Coach of the Year because he's objectively not he's not a successful coach. I liked Jalen before, but at the same time, I don't know. The Celtics just left a sour taste in my mouth. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can feel bad about the team if you're a Celtics fan, but I've been a Celtics fan for a long ass time, and I think they performed pretty well considering what they had and who they played. So I'm not upset about it at all. They made a conference finals, and Miami's a better team. More step backs. Let's go. Not Jalen's fault. I just don't want to be thinking about the Celtics right now. Probably shouldn't be playing a basketball game then, man. Not gonna lie. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you could blame injuries on Kemba Walker. You could blame Marcus Smart for taking and missing a lot of important shots, even though he played amazing defense the whole time. You could blame Tatum for ISO 18 footers for half the game. Blame Brad Stevens for the coaching for not making adjustments in crucial moments. Blame Daniel Tice. Blame Robert Williams for missing defensive assignments. And yeah, like I said, exactly. I don't think I don't think the Celtics were ever gonna win. I knew they were gonna beat the Raptors. I don't know why everyone thought the Raptors were this like world beater team. They won 2 games on prayers. And I like the Raptors, but they're not like a great team. They're a good second round playoff team. That's about it. Season tickets courtside, so of course I was a little pissed I couldn't be there watching the games. That's very fair. My team won and that's that. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I like this Parker's release actually. Another step back 3. There you go. "17, 12, 12." 12 is correct. The Los Angeles Lakers have 12 championships. I was gonna say courtside season tickets would be quite a grip. Planning to sit courtside in the future, I would love to go to a Celtics game and sit courtside. That's on the bucket list for sure. Oh my god, buddy, you're down 10. Like maybe the step back, 3 every play isn't the answer. No, the Los Angeles Lakers have 12 championships. That's not a subjective thing. That's a fact. They have 12 championships. They like to hang that in the rafters. They don't have George Mikan's jersey retired. Guy won 5 rings for the franchise. But you have Kobe's number retired twice? Okay, sure. Doesn't sound like he was a part of that team. How many do the Lakers team have? They have 12 in Los Angeles, and the Minneapolis Lakers have 5. George Mikan's jersey isn't retired. He might be like an individual team or franchise Hall of Famer or something, but it's like... Here, let's take a look just to double check. I'm 99% sure they don't have it retired. Let's see. Retired numbers 8, 13, 22, 24. So they have Kobe twice, Wilt, Elgin, Gail Goodrich, Magic Johnson, Kareem, Shaq, Worthy, Jerry West, and Jamal Wilkes. They do not have George Mikan's jersey or number retired. But then the other thing is, um, sorry, I got to respond to a DM. The other thing is, okay, the OKC Thunder doesn't or shouldn't count the '79 Sonics championship, even though it's the same franchise. Technically, the Charlotte Hornets only should be honoring Charlotte Bobcats memories because the New Orleans Pelicans are actually the Hornets franchise. So by this logic, Glenn Rice, Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, those guys are all Pelicans legends. And then there's other shit like did the LA Dodgers count the Brooklyn Dodgers championship? No, and if they do, they absolutely shouldn't. But it wouldn't surprise me if LA tried to do that, to take credit for a championship that happened in a different city. The LA Dodgers and the Brooklyn Dodgers are not the same franchise. So if Oklahoma City doesn't have a championship and the LA Dodgers don't have the '59 Brooklyn championship, and Glenn Rice isn't a Pelicans legend, then no, the Minneapolis Lakers and the LA Lakers are different teams. It does suck. I just think of like looking at it through that lens. I think it's, and this isn't even me being like a Celtics fan. It's just legitimately, I just don't think. I think it's the same because technically a whole bunch of teams were in the ABA. Yeah, but I mean that's pretty different. Like they got, yeah. I can't count it. I can't count it. Like the Boston Celtics were the Boston Celtics for all 17 championships. It's the same thing. Like if the Chicago Bulls moved and became the St. Louis whatever the fucks, then the whatever the fucks wouldn't have 6 championships. Let's ISO 1v1. I mean, I have Hall of Fame quick first step and clamps and intimidator. So I think it would basically be you wouldn't stop me, I wouldn't necessarily stop you. But I also don't play any 1v1. Spurs domination rebounds. Okay, I still got to do that. All right, how are we going to get as many of these done as possible? I guess we're just gonna have to do this. What team did Mike play for? Yeah, he played for Minneapolis. Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's definitely a debate. It's just as far as my opinion on the matter goes. I think that the Los Angeles Lakers, have 12 championships. The same way that Glenn Rice is a Hornets legend, not a Pelicans legend. Like it's they're different teams, but there's a gray area. Oh, what are you doing, Rubio? Let's run rec. I'm probably not going to be playing any rec today, to be honest. Daryl Griffith really seems to like shooting pull-up threes, even though his three-point rating isn't that high. He's a good card, though. Oh, it's got to be a steal. That's what I was expecting from Daryl Griffith. And I know Daryl Griffith doesn't have... Okay. I didn't think he'd be able to stop the Euro there, but that's fine. There we go. Oh, no. Still ain't have me 3 tips for NMS. Oh, 3... Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't understand what you were asking earlier. So you want me to give you 3 tips for how to play no money spent. Tip 1, don't spend any money. No, but do domination, do all the triple threat, do all the offline content. And then only keep cards you're going to use, only keep cards that you actually like. Don't pay attention to everybody that just sits there telling you like, oh, this card is better than the card you're using. If you're having success with a card, then maybe the card works for you, and that's all you really need. For example, I have a million MT. I have a lot of the best cards in the game. I have the potential to get any card. My starting small forward and probably best player is Darius Miles. I know a lot of people don't like him. He works amazing for me and how I play. So I wouldn't trade him for Dr. J or whatever. I play him at the power forward. But yeah, so tip 1 would basically be do all the offline content. There's a lot of it. It gets tedious, it gets annoying, but the rewards are typically worth it. On my like God squad, I still use Steph Curry and Paul Pierce and Patrick Ewing, who are all free. After that, I would say step 2 would just be, yeah, figure out the cards that you like playing with the most. Figure out your own play style. Like, you can take bits and pieces from watching people play, and you know, like just for example, DBG runs a 5-out. 6-man Sam usually goes post-centric, and traditionally he runs like a traditional 5, like a real authentic center. Not always, but a lot of the time he does. Those styles work for both of those guys. They're both very good at the game in their own ways and have had a lot of success playing it with their own style. I mean, if you've watched any of my if you watched the method video, I got Ewing and Paul Pierce by using a team that costs 8,000 MT that you could go buy it right now. And it's 2 silvers, 2 golds, and 1 sapphire card. And that's the team I used to get 136 wins at this point. Because I know my playstyle, I know how to use those cards, and I know that the tiers of guys I'm matching up with don't know how to play the same way I do. So I force people to play my way instead of trying to adjust my game to how people online are playing. So yeah, most important thing, offline content. Do everything, get all the rewards you can to figure out your playstyle and sell everything that isn't tied down. I guess attached to 2 would be don't overpay for cards. Because even if you're doing the challenges and stuff, like, aside from this Ilgauskas, which I probably paid market value for, I don't get anything that I can't sell for at least a little bit more than I paid for it. What overall was my team using when I was 5? It was a 72. I had a 72 overall, and it worked great. But yeah, the biggest thing is don't copy what people doing the meta are doing. Like, anytime someone's like, oh, Ty Dabo wouldn't use that card, I'm always like, okay, good for Ty Dabo. I'm not him. And yes, he's very good. And if you're trying to maybe be the best player in the world or one of the top 10, like him or Splash, who I've beaten, then sure, maybe their style is the best way to do it. Quote unquote best way to do it. It's kind of like the min-maxing, where it's like you're using the best, the best on paper stuff. What you play against bronze bots or not? For Paul Pierce, I played against I'd say probably like 16. 16 of my games to get Paul Pierce were against bots, which was a lot. I mean, that's like a quarter. A quarter of the games I played were against bots that time. None in the Opal League were bots. And then for Patrick Ewing, I think I played 4 bots out of the 68 games. So I mean, still, the big thing is, I mean, I make these videos, or I've made the video on the method. I'm gonna do a second one because people have been asking me if I've made any changes to it and stuff like that. Sweet, we opened the vault. I just want tokens, man. Come on. So what kind of teams you face? Were the players bad? The players, so typically what I ran into is people trying to cheese with like 1 card. So here, I'll do an example here. I'll just delete this. Typical. So this is what I was running into a lot, was like Steph and then bronze, 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 bronze. And then actually, it does matter too. There's only 7 cards in the game that go to an 88, or sorry, to a 68. So you want to make sure that you're using all of those cards, because that will lower your overall a little bit more. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's not cheesy at all. It definitely is. But let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, so using the worst cards in the game that you can, your overall with 1 Steph Curry is still 74. So you'd run into some players that were doing this. And then even if you put in a bronze or a gold center like Mo Bamba, it goes up to a 75. So I mean, you could do something like this. But the higher your overall goes, the higher overall teams that you can run into goes. So that's always that Fuck you, Wesley. What's going on, Jake? Jake wants to play Valorant, and that's fair. It's his special day. Anyway, yeah, let me just finish this explanation, Jake. Um, so yeah, so the higher overall is the higher overall of team you're gonna run into. Typically, I give it a ±3 of the next 5. So like from 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. I think that you get like +3, -3 on any of those. So if you're a 72, you can run in to a 78 is like the highest it can go, which is I ran into a couple teams like this. Where was it? It was Stockton here. But they would do this kind of thing where it's like they have 2 guys that are good at a 76. The problem is with the team that I used, which is this. This was the team. I have a 72, as you can see. Mo Bamba can guard Karl Anthony Towns. Lonnie Walker can guard most really good point guards, and then all I would do is if I had to, if someone was trying to use Stockton or Curry or whatever, I would just off-ball them with Ben Simmons, and I would double them every time because they don't know how to use the other players. The reason that this team works for me is because I know how to use and score with and on-ball defend with all 5 of these players. So the teams that I'd run into that would give me the most trouble were like all golds. Maybe like let's see, like Damon Jones, Luca, Antoine Walker, Millsap, and usually people would use like Shaq. We'll say DeAndre. So someone might use a team like this, which is fine, and all of these guys can kind of play, but normally they would have one card that was better, like Jaren Jackson or something like that. So 74, so it's still usable, but these cards aren't as good as people kind of think they are. And then again, having a 74 overall, you'd run into teams up as high as like an 81, 80, whatever. So it's just, I don't know. For me, it hasn't been worth it to try and do that. I use this team. I scoped out a Ben Simmons that someone put 21 gold badges on the auction house for 6,000. And the main reason that I use this is Mo Bamba is the fastest card that can play center that isn't a diamond in the game. He's got a 72 3 ball and 76 speed. So he's faster than Patrick Ewing, who I have a shoe on. So Mo Bamba is fast as hell. Lateral quickness is a little bit slower. The only cards that are faster are the Bill Russell, who is way faster and way better. But Mo Bamba can hit corner threes. He has a 7'10" wingspan. He gets a shitload of rebounds. And he can dunk on everybody. And then the next best, like none of these other cards are really better than him. So I use him because he's fast as hell. And that caters to my playstyle where I play fast as hell. I push the pace on every possession. And that's why I have Ben Simmons, who is the fastest card that can play power forward. 84 speed, 79 speed with ball with this shoe that this guy put on him. And then he's got all these Hall of Fame badges, including Dimer, Pick Dodger, Clamps, Interceptor, Intimidator. So he's incredible. He's like one of the best defensive cards you can get below like a diamond. Matt Thomas has an amazing 3-ball and super easy shot. Lonnie Walker has a 76-3 and also an 85 speed. And then this JJ Barea has quick first step, unpluckable, Dimer and stuff that you can upgrade. But he has quick first step with 92 speed. So the whole reason that this team works is because it's fast as hell and no one can keep up with it. And then if I can cut off people in transition because my cards are faster, I know I can guard them at a half court. So it's not as easy as just plugging that team in and winning this many games. And like I lost some of these just because I was getting unlimited shit done. Like I was getting minutes with RJ Barrett and whoever else, Trae Young, Gilbert Arenas, and I was just like messing around. So I'm actually realistically, I'm 73-1 because I lost one game, and the guy legitimately beat me. But aside from that, I mean, you just the whole point is you use a team, but you also have to know how to play the game. So I mean, it's not just use this team and you'll get Patrick Ewing. It's figure out how to use a team like this, which I think is the best possible combination just because of speed. There are other cards you could slot in here. Like, if you wanted to, you could put in the Josh Jackson, who's about as fast, can actually hit threes, which is the one problem with Ben Simmons. Has really good driving dunk, is actually faster, and better lateral quickness. And then he has all the defensive badges that you would want. So this Josh Jackson is a really, really, really good alternative. I like Ben Simmons because he's my playmaker. So I drive and dish with Ben Simmons, and I kick it out to these three guys who can all hit threes, and Mo Bamba, who, if he's in the corner, is okay. You really no money spent, bro. All them good free cards. All I got is Russell Bob Lanier. Yeah. Yeah, I was unlucky. I didn't get the Bob Lanier. But like, if I'm playing online, this is the team I'm probably using. I'd probably replace. I still like Bill more than Ewing, but this would be it. And then I have Elgin. I got the Bob Cousy because I got lucky with the packs, and he's a Celtics legend, so I wanted him. Artis, Ralph, Mikan, Tiny, and then from Unlimited, I got, or from, sorry, Triple Threat, I got Chuck Person, Daryl Griffith, JaVale McGee, Terrell Brandon, Dave Bing, Steph Marbury. But I don't really use any of those cards. The cards I like the most, if I was going to make just like my favorite cards to use, it would be Bill Russell, probably Paul Pierce, but maybe, I don't know, probably Paul Pierce. And then Darius Miles. But yeah, like the other thing is I haven't put shoes on a lot of these. I put a shoe on my Ewing because I wanted to get his three ball up above 70, his speed up above 70, and his lateral quickness up above 70. So what I actually have to do, I'm gonna be a bit of a troll and put I put catch and shoot, break starter, and dimer on him. I'm probably gonna get rid of what's up, Brett? Run a friendly one day? Yeah, I'll probably do. I'm gonna do a day where I just play friendlies all day, like a stream. But I am gonna do the ultimate troll, and I'm 90% gonna put range extender on Patrick Ewing and get Mike D'Antoni. Because if I do that, I get +4 to his three ball to put it up to a 76. And then if I have Hall of Fame floor general, which I do with Darren Williams, he has an 80. Ewing will have an 83 ball. Sniped an Odom for 100? Nice. Very nice. So yeah, that's kind of the other problem is I'm gonna have to snipe a D'Antoni. He's not the Suns coach anymore. That was a long time ago. So I'm gonna try and snipe a D'Antoni because 70,000 is way too much. So I'll do that at some point. I'm not gonna do it on stream because that would just be boring as hell. There's a Giannis up for buyout. Yeah, it's not showing up for me. I'm leaving Ewing if you don't have that range extender. I mean, he hits threes. He's got a good shot. Let's see. I don't know what his actual. I'm shooting. Yeah, I'm probably like 4 for 12 with him from three, but he's averaging 28 and 10 with almost 4 steals a game. But I haven't added Hot Zone. Nice. So yeah, he's at least only on buyout. Yeah, so, but yeah, I wouldn't mind doing games like that. I enjoy playing against different people, checking out different styles. This is the team I would use if I was like trying to get into a qualifier, I think. I'm gonna get the defense on him. You're looking like a Weber type of W. What do you think? I don't think he's gonna go as much as Weber, but probably close. Because Weber locks in for Draymond, and Draymond's just a way better card than who is it? Back to back. Fuck, I forget who the lock in for back to back is. Rodman, yeah. So Draymond's way better than Rodman. But if people want the Dr. J, I mean, they have to pay for Odom. Five layups. Okay, 7 layups with Ricky, 5 layups with Tony. Stuff, man. This is good content. Thank you. I appreciate that. It always helps when, like, if someone gives me a topic, man, I'll definitely, I never have a problem just going over shit. This is a good ass triple threat offline team. God damn. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not hard to play No Money Spent. Like I said, I mean, if you're trying to use God squads, then yeah, it's tough because some people just know how to 5-out every play, and until you learn how to do that, and that's the biggest thing is I almost exclusively play on ball. I'll off ball to like readjust positions and stuff, or if somebody's having trouble like getting around certain stuff. Get in. Shit. But it's honestly, it's kind of what we were talking about with the coaching stuff earlier. Like, I know if I make adjustments and take away how someone else is playing, if they're just trying to 5-out pick and roll all the time, I shared your page in my Discord group. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, if someone's like 5-outing and just you know, spamming pick and rolls and stuff, once you learn how to stop that, most people have no backup. They don't know how else to score, and they're going to go to the same thing every play. So what I do is I figure out how somebody wants to play against me, and I just work on taking that away at every chance. And that's why, like, when I play, I don't run a free. I mean, sometimes I'll run like a 4-out 1-in, but typically I don't run a freelance. I don't run any plays. Because people get used to plays, and if you get too reliant on running the same play over and over and over, people are going to figure it out and know how to stop it. Give me that. Please go in. Should I just put them up for 12 hours? So it would end around 11 Eastern. How do you stop 5-out pick and roll? Two things that I've found really easy. Bring up Spatial Jones. That's a familiar name. I'm not totally sure why, but that's a super familiar name. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. So the ways that I stop a 5-out pick and roll, one thing is I just bring my center up. I go on the opposite side of where the screen is being set, and I hold to take a charge. Because a lot of people are just so used to turning the corner and trying to go straight to the rim that if you go to the space that they're gonna come to, and you just hold circle, like half the time they're gonna run into you and you're gonna get a charge, and it's hilarious because then that throws people off and they start making bad mistakes. So I'd say that's the easiest way. Another way is as soon as they go up to set the screen, immediately push up on the defender. Sometimes you'll get the animation where you kind of push them back towards half court a little bit, and other times you'll just snake over the screen. Glad to be here. Shout out to Brother Brandon for the recommendation. Hey, appreciate that from both of you guys. Spatial, do you watch Six Man Sam? Because I know I've seen your name. So I was wondering if it's Sam's in Sam's chat. But yeah, the other thing I was saying is if you are guarding a pick and roll, take the on-ball defender and oh shit. Messed that up. Take the on-ball defender, push up on them immediately to either get them pushed back a little bit or to cut over top of the screen so that they can't run it properly. Because as soon as you get over top of the screen, most of the time you make contact with them and it doesn't let them just curl around you. It's another reason that I won't use any centers or any players that don't have clamps. Indeed, Six Man Sam. Six Man is the young lord in those streams as well from time to time. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured that's where it was. I've been a mod in Sam's chat for Jesus, for a while. Actually, I know I sent Sam a picture. He and I matched up in Unlimited in 2K20, and I think it was when it was like during Amari. I think it was October, and I'd already gone 12-0. So I matched up with him, and I recognized his name just from like Twitter and stuff. I was like, "Hey man, like, how far along are you on your 12-0 or whatever?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm like 3-0 or whatever." So I was like, "Hey, screw it, you're 4-0." And then I went and I checked out his chat, and he and I have been friends for a while now. In that case, Pick Dodger is an important badge to be able to get over the screen. It is. Pick Dodger is a lot more important if you play on ball. There's some badges that have more value if you off ball, and some that have more if you on ball. Sound like you know a ton of hoop. Are you a coach at all? I have coached. I played in college, and I coached prep school last year, and then this year there hasn't really been a ton going on, but I do like workshops and weekends, and I do scouting, and I've written a fair bit. For like various sports journal sites, and actually one of the first ones I wrote for my own website that has since been taken down because the person I started the site with was not the most reliable person. But when Kyrie got traded to the Celtics, I wrote an article that got 50,000 reads in the first like 4 days. And yeah. So I write a lot, I watch a lot, I play, and and yeah, coach. And my brother played professionally, and he currently runs a prep school. And he actually, I was talking about this on stream yesterday. My brother has actually, nice, we got Ruby Roy Hibbert. Daryl Griffiths on my board. Good luck, man. Good luck. I am strictly on-ball defender since basically 2K3. Jesus. What badges do you recommend for on-ball MyTEAM players? Clamps is important. Not as important as people think. Once he said snake in regards to pick and roll, yeah. What division did I play in? So I'm from Canada, so I didn't play NCAA. But it would have been the equivalent of a D3 team. And I started out as a redshirt walk-on. Didn't play in high school. First team I ever tried out for was for my college team. There were 96 people at open tryouts, and I ended up being legitimately the only reason I even made my college team is because we did like we did 2 full weeks of tryouts, and the last day was we did like an inter-squad thing or intra-squad game, and it was like one of the teams was the starters from the year before, one of the teams was like the second line, one of the teams was recruits, and the fourth team was like the fringe guys that basically just had to take a chance. And so we did the equivalent of like 2 full games of basketball in the one day, and I played really, really well. And against the starters team when we played, I ended up with like, don't need to get into it, but I had a very good stat line against a guy who was like their 3rd best player the year before I tried out. And so that was enough for the coach to decide to pick me up. And so I started out as a red shirt, and then a little while into the season, I stopped being a red shirt and was on the official deck list. And yeah, and then I ended up playing in some games and having fun. See someone went to college in Canada and played. That's pretty cool. I thought that about clamps. I've been saying that to my guys in my Discord. Yeah. It's important, like, but it's only important if you're playing up on people all the time. Like, I kind of have to show. If you think about playing ball, it's like a lot of stunt and retreat. And I apply that to how I play defense in 2K, where it's like you press up on a guy and then you immediately back up so that you can still close out if they decide to pull. But if they decide to try and go for a drive, you can cut them off, even if you don't have clamps. Clamps only really prevents it when you're right on a guy and then they decide to try and go around you. That's how you get stuck in those animations. If you're like this, you'll do it. If you're tight or smothering them, they can blow by you. If you're here and then keep going like this, if you back up to here, they can't drive around you because you cut them off. And if they try to shoot, you can still close out. So it's all stunt and retreat. So it's a lot of just back and forth on defense. So that's how I play it typically. If you're going most important badges, so I do typically put clamps on everybody. But Darius Miles has been my best player, and I only have silver, clamps, intimidator, quick first step. Intimidator, if you're playing on ball, super important. Intimidator is one of the most important badges in the game. So that's what that's called. I've seen folks do a version of stunt and retreat. I thought it was some new age cheese. No, that's real life hoops. That's how, especially if you're the help man, if you're playing like a rotation defense where it's, a pick and roll is typically, it's the 2 people involved in the pick and roll, and then it's the first help is the guy that's supposed to pick up the ball handler. The original on-ball defender switches to the guy who's screened, and the screener's defender switches to the 3rd guy's team. So every pick and roll, if you're playing defensively properly, involves 3 defenders. Where it's all just release, react, and replace. So yeah, so stunt and retreat is just some real life shit. That's where, like, if you're on a guy, if you're on the nail, which is, if you ever played on a court, you know how they have the volleyball spot, like where the volleyball posts go and it's kind of like even with where the basket is. It's kind of like between the free throw line and the rim, but it's right on that line. That's called the nail. And if you are playing help defense on someone, especially on one of the blocks or in the corner, you like to be at the nail. And the nail means, if you say nail, it means that you're protecting the basket. So if you're on the nail, you're constantly stunting and retreating so that you can recover on a kick out, but you can also cover the ball handler if someone gets around a screen, so you have help. And then if someone else releases, you can be the guy that replaces. So it's kind of like if you're at the nail position, you can get you can react and cover 3 guys at the same time if you have to. So applying that theory to actually playing basketball is a lot of stunt and release, stunt and react. And please don't have to do with Odom. I think if you put him up for 12 hours, you'd be fine. It would finish 11 a.m. Eastern. If you did it now, it would finish at midnight Pacific, which isn't horrible. But I mean, you got him for a buyout. It depends, man. Like, figure out what I would say first, play a couple games and see if you like how he plays. If you like how he plays and he might replace somebody on your team, keep him. If he won't replace somebody on your team, put him up to try and end in an area that's good for everybody. Like, what I would maybe do, you could put him up for 24 hours, because that way he'd finish 11 Eastern or 8 p.m. Pacific. So you kind of catch in that window of Eastern players at night, Pacific players kind of starting to play. That's usually the window I try to aim for. But if not, I mean, there's so many time zones and so many, like people that work the morning shift or the night shift, they come on, they play in the morning. The market fluctuation is not reliable, but the best time I would say is like early to mid evening, both Eastern and Pacific. So like 11 Eastern is pretty good. Reaper, don't tell me you lost, bro. What do I think about Heart Crusher? Would you say that's super important? I think Heart Crusher is extremely important depending on how you play. And depending on what card it's on. So if you're playing someone that gets a lot of blocks, if you're using someone that's a rim protector, say if you're using Bill Russell, you need Heart Crusher. Like, you need Heart Crusher. One thing is when I play rec is I play point guard. I'm a 6'7" point guard that doesn't score. My whole thing is I average like I'm averaging like I think 10 points, 6 boards, like I don't know, 12 assists, but I'm averaging 5 steals a game. And it's just because I know how to read passing lanes, I know how to bait people. And between me and when me and Six Man Sam play rec together, you're right, I'll just do 12 hours so I know how much I made in the morning. It's always a safe bet. When we do it, he gets a lot of steals and a lot of blocks. I get a lot of steals, and like considering I have a 40 block rating, I probably get two blocks a game. We end up getting the entire other team completely cold within like a minute of the game starting. And that's like, I'm not even joking, like that fast. So when I'm using my cards in this, I don't think... Yeah, so he doesn't have Heart Crusher. But I think I could still put it on him. No, I couldn't. So yeah, so Heart Crusher is important. Intimidator's more important. And for this card in particular, I just wanted Rebound Chaser and Rim Protector. So that way, especially because I'm playing him at the power forward. So it's one of those things where if I was using Darius Miles at the small forward, I probably wouldn't put Rebound Chaser, and I would have put Heart Crusher on him. Or maybe instead of Rim Protector. But it's just one of those like positionally. So my power forwards and my centers, I want to make sure that they have Rim Protector, Rebound Chasing, and Intimidator. Small forwards and point guards can get Heart Crusher. But I mean, there's just kind of more important things. So you have to go kind of down like a tier list. but Intimidator is the most important. Clamps is like pretty important. I don't think it's as essential as people make it out to be, but it's definitely good to have. Glad I'm going in the right direction. I really got to get Clamps for Miles. He's more fourth wing on my best squad. Yep. Darius Miles is incredible. Like, he's pretty consistently my top scorer. Let me see. So as far as cards I use go, Darren Williams averages 13 and 8. Curry averages 18 and 3. Curry is mostly, I use Curry mostly as a decoy. And weirdly, kind of for his defense. Even though I think I didn't put... Yeah, like I put Heart Crusher on him because I get a lot of passing lane steals with him. And I need to upgrade his other stuff, but he's just been so good that I haven't really had to worry about it. But I'll probably put... I don't know. I'll put some other shit on him. So he's really good. Paul Pierce, again, he's pretty much a decoy. He's super efficient, but just averages 8 points. And then the reason I play him at the 3 is because I get him to trail a lot of plays. He has range extender, and he can just play really good defense. He has Intimidator. I don't think he has Heart Crusher. Oh, he does. So he's really good. The Bill Russell that I was using for the longest time, he's incredible. 7.7 boards, 3 assists, steal and a half, and a block a game. And of course, he's got all the best stuff. I love having him on for defensive leader. But now that I have Ewing, who's averaging 28, 10, 3.5, almost 4 steals, and a block and a half a game, I mean, this card's amazing. So he has everything that's important. I don't really run a press. What I'll do is if I know that there's a card that somebody's using that can't sorry, I just got to respond to a text here. Sorry, all right. My buddy's birthday. I just had to respond. Okay. I'll run a press if I know that a guy is using a player that he can't score with on his own. So if it's a player that has no range, no quick first step, or especially say if I'm doing the method team and I'm using this and a guy I come up with has like a bronze, I'm assuming he doesn't know how to use that card. So what I'll do is if you go into the game settings, you can change it to extend pressure only on certain cards. So I'll say we come up against John Stockton at the 1 and Karl Anthony Towns at the 5, and then every other card is a bronze. What I'll do is I'll switch it so that Lonnie Walker is guarding John Stockton and extends pressure. So he plays him tight the entire court. That's the only card I'm going to press. I'm only pressing John Stockton, and it's so that when he catches, he already has contact. Then what I'll do is I'm assuming that whoever they have at the 4, if it's like Juwan Morgan, Wenyan Gabriel, Gary Clark, a lot of the bronze cards that you see, I'll just leave them. Because if they're going to run 2 cards and try to beat me with 2 cards, I'm going to make them beat me with bronzes. And if they hit a bunch of shots with Gary Clark, go for it. But I know that's not what they want to do. They don't want to shoot shots with Gary Clark. Even if they're hitting them, they're not going to keep shooting them. So I extend pressure with Lonnie Walker. I switch JJ Barea onto one of the bronze cards. Doesn't matter who. As long as he's in front of them, they're not going to get by him. And then I'll double them with a card that has Intimidator. So you press their best player who they're going to try and run everything through. You double him the entire game with a card that has clamps and intimidator like Ben Simmons. And good luck. Like, you're not beating me off the dribble with Karl Anthony Towns. Mo Bamba has a 7'10" wingspan and is faster. And then if you're trying to cut back in off of it, I have Lonnie Walker playing full court on Stockton. Usually I'll set it to full court denial, but I mean, you don't have to do that. That a lot of times will just kind of give them an open lane to rim run. But if they are trying to rim run, you have these two protecting the paint, so it's usually fine. But it depends on the guy. I'll determine that as the game's going on. But yeah, good luck beating me with 3 bronzes or with Karl Anthony Towns, the slasher. Because then as soon as they put it in a card's hand that I know I can guard without him, single on-ball coverage, and you're not getting by me. So make it a living hell on their best card, and make them beat you with the other cards. That's why it's important that I know how to score with all 3 or all 5 of these cards. And I have, so Lonnie Walker, one of the fastest cards in the game. JJ Barea, one of the fastest cards in the game. Mo Bamba, fastest center you can get under a diamond. Simmons, same thing. And then Matt Thomas is slow, but his shot is so nice that you can afford to have 1 slow card. So 4 incredibly fast guys, 2 playmakers in JJ Barea and Ben Simmons in case they try to take one of those guys away from me. 3 guys I know I can hit threes with. 1 guy who's like iffy. And then 2 slashers and 1 post-up player. Like I can score and defend and make plays however I want. So if they try and take 1 guy away from me, it's like, all right, you're gonna over focus on Ben Simmons. I'm gonna hit threes with one of these guys. You're gonna worry about me spotting up with JJ Barea. I'm gonna take it to the rim with Ben Simmons every time. So it's just about making adjustments, seeing how they want to play against you, and then countering that. So the exact same stuff I do on defense, where I figure out what they want and take away the first thing. I do the same thing on offense. I figure out how they're going to play me, and I take away what they want. I make them play defense according to how I want to play my offense. So there's sometimes when like I'll push the pace like crazy because I like to play fast, and it makes the other team feel like they have to play fast. And then if they start slowing it down, that's fine. If they So when I run into a team where it's like, oh, they have Yao Ming and he's going to post up Mo Bamba every time, there's a good chance that you're going to hit a lot of deep hooks with Yao Ming. He's kind of busted for that. But if I double him with Ben Simmons, I at least have Intimidator. So unless he's close, he's going to miss. And if you want to take 24 seconds out of your clock every single time to score 2s, and maybe score on, like, say, 2/3 of your possessions, that means that over the course of an entire game, you're going to get, 40 points with that? Meanwhile, I'm scoring in 6 seconds, 85 to 90% of the time, because I'm just out on the break faster than you. So I'll give those up, where it's like, hey, if you want to trade me 2 for 2, I'm going to shoot a higher percentage than you, and you're going to take longer on every possession. So you're going to have less and less of a chance to catch up to me. That's kind of my whole philosophy with how I run this team. Is I'm faster than you, I have shooters, you can't double anybody, and I'm going to push the pace on you, and you're not going to beat me with 1 or 2 cards. So that's how that's worked for me. So sorry, I know I ignored a couple things, but I get off my train of thought so quickly and so easily that I just wanted to finish my my thought process there. So clamps for miles, yes. Do you run a press at all? Covered that one. You have the Chuck Person. How do you feel about that card? It's way too slow for me. It can't get range, and its release is weird. It's not bad. It's definitely not a bad release, but it's weird. He's one of those cards where it's like, I would use him if people kind of forgot about him, because he's not slashing. Like, get that out of the way. He's not beating anybody off the dribble. You can badge him up. a little bit, you know, give him clamps and everything, and he's like a serviceable defender, and you can put range on him. But especially with Pierce, Pierce comes with all the expensive badges that Chuck Person doesn't, and their overalls are 3 apart. So even if I'm trying to lower my overall, it's not worth it. Like, you'd have to pay 150,000 MT to make Chuck Person good, and he still isn't as good as Pierce. I would say instead of that, buy Paul George. Paul George is still for me the best corner shooter in the game, and you know, I'd rather just buy him for 90K than badge out Chuck Person for 150. That's real strategy. Yeah, you gotta kind of look at it from a coach player perspective sometimes. Makes things way easier. And you probably don't need to run that lineup. You could get Ewing with your best squad. Yeah. Like, the early games, the early tiers, I did use this team. Or not this team. I used this team. And I only had Cat on the bench because putting a bronze in didn't change my overall. So if I'm an 85 anyway, I may as well just have one stretch 5 so that if someone's just sitting there paint sitting, this is when I had Bill Russell. So if someone was just sitting there paint sitting because I can't shoot with Bill Russell, I had Cat in as a backup because if they wanted to run a zone or just sit there around the paint, yes, I can score with Bill Russell, but I don't want to have to do that. So to make it easier, if they were doing that, I'd just get Karl Anthony Towns, and that way they couldn't off-ball me with their center. So I ran this team probably 18 games, and I don't think any of those games made it past the first half. And like, I know it's kind of cheesy to run the the overall lowering team, but I blame 2K for making it so that stamina doesn't matter. If stamina mattered, and I'd prefer that you had to run like an 8 to 10 man roster, I think that would be great. But with this team, I mean, and to be fair, with this team, I'm still running into a lot of God squads, a lot of like 89 to 92 overalls. So it's not even like I'm not playing against good teams. Reaper, I'm gonna get you on a Discord call in maybe tomorrow if you're going to sleep soon, because we're gonna figure this shit out. And yeah, check out the My League if you guys want to do it. We're just doing it for fun and to do like a prize giveaway. We want to have like an MT buy-in and stuff. Not gonna take much time. We're thinking like maybe 50K MT to buy in, and then the winner of the whole thing gets $1 million to kind of set them up. But it's basically just like 2 games a week where we'd have a fantasy draft and just for fun. And I'm also gonna stream in. I'm gonna join games as an observer, and I'm gonna like kind of do the commentary on games. I think it'll be fun, like every Wednesday night or something like that, to do a league, like a game of the week kind of thing. But yeah. So it's a My Team, My League. No. So we're doing a buy-in. It's all because my channel is 90% My Team stuff. The buy-in for it is going to be MT because most of the people that watch me also play. God, I am dehydrated as shit. The buy-in will be MT just because that way, like, I don't want people to have to pay real money, but I also want to be able to have a prize pool, and giving away 1 million MT of my own especially when I'm not like monetized or anything, that's just like a huge nah. So I'll be paying into it. I'll be holding on to it. Everything's going to be documented. That I'll never drop below. I'm never going to use the MT. I'm basically just holding it as like a league purse. And then yeah, so we're going to do a fantasy draft. We're doing a play-in tournament, and Yeah, it's basically just because I didn't want to do a MyTEAM league because there are going to be people that don't have the time, don't have the money, uh, or don't have the desire to grind or buy teams. So, if you're someone that plays the game a couple days a week, and you're starting like amethysts and rubies and stuff, it's not really fair if you have to play against a guy in a league who has, Steph Curry, Julius Irving, Josh Smith, like all these crazy expensive cards. I don't like the idea of doing that because that's too unfair. So if we do a fantasy draft, at least there's some balance to it. But yeah, yeah, Reaper. No, let's get that going for sure. Shit. But yeah, also if you're not interested in it, there's nothing mandatory about it. Best time of day to sell cards. Again, in my opinion, is probably in the between 8 and 12 Eastern, like at night. Most people play at night. Midnight Eastern is 9 p.m. Pacific, so you kind of catch people in that window of when most people are playing. Otherwise, it's kind of a crapshoot. Like you just have to take your chances. Sitting at around 200k right now with a Timmy and a Darren to sell. Hoping to get through this run and sell both of them to get up back up around 500, 600k. Still waiting for a T-Mac card. How much is Darren Williams going for? Okay. Now, if this one has all the badges that I managed, it doesn't. That's the other thing too. I waited like 3 weeks to get this Darren Williams card that came with clamps and range extender, among a couple other things. This Darren Williams card is amazing. I could probably get a fair bit for him. Timmy's down under 200, eh? Not this one. Not bad. Does it come with range? Yeah. Be a good card. I'd rather use Ewing. I have mine badged out, so he'll go for more. Last time I had him, sold him for 146k. Shit. I think mine will sell for a lot too. And then what I'm excited about is I have Interceptor, Intimidator, Pick Dodger. So I can make a hell of a defensive card. And then Green Machine. Kind of tempting to put him on Ewing, to be honest, but I wouldn't actually waste that on him. So yeah, good badges. Definitely gonna hold on to them. I don't know if Jaylen Brown's gonna be worth these. I think he already comes with Pick Dodger, but we'll have to see. Yeah, we got some Hall of Fame badges. So I got a couple from Unlimited. Um, I did the turn in, and that's actually where I got Intimidator from. And then the rest of it was all just it's just rewards. It's literally just offline content. And oh yeah, and the season progress. I got a couple from these. I think I got Pick Dodger from this. And then are there any more? Yeah, so I'll get one more from that. Yeah, so got a good number of them. They're not, some of the ones I have are not very good. Like deep hooks, eh. Putback boss is nice, but not that great. I have 2 Showtimes, which is fine, but you know, I wish I had something better. I hate having injury cards. And I really do think I should just sell all the bronze cards I have. I don't even care. I know that shoes are going for more today because of the challenges, but I'm not concerned about it. I have 5 pages, so I have 67 different types of shoe. So I mean that's like 20,000 MT just on quick selling. Right? 67, 15, 30, 45, 60, 7. My approach to 2K this year, to be honest, from now on, is just to stop taking it seriously. I want to use my favorite players, even if they aren't considered meta. Just try to enjoy this game in any way possible. But yeah, don't. I have said from day one, don't buy into the meta, because what the top tier players in the world are doing and what you're doing should not necessarily be the same thing. And what works for them might not work for you. Um. So I do need to show my little guy some love. Happy birthday to you. Oh, May. Give me 1 second, just wrapping up, okay? So I am gonna have to call it because I did promise my buddy I would play some Apex or Valorant. Um, if you guys want to see that, I can. I was thinking I might actually just go live on Twitch with it. I don't know, but one of these guys like Kyrie, Kobe, T-Mac, Hakeem, AI, Braun, guys who I just like in real life. Why not, man? I just use the cards that I have the most fun playing with. And some of them, of course, do happen to be the best cards in the game. But like, you know, Paul Pierce is gonna get replaced, and I'm not gonna start using him more just because. Like, I just got the CJ McCollum today. He's not on my main team. I just like CJ McCollum in real life, and I'll use him. But I use the cards I have the most fun playing with online that feel good. So the fact that DBG happened to come out with a video and say that Ewing is the best center in the game, cool. I was gonna use him no matter what. I was fully ready for him to say Tim Duncan's better. And I'm also really excited to just piss people off by running him with range extender if I end up doing that. But yeah, see, like even this, like I put break starter on him. I might get rid of it, but I put break starter on him because I know I get out in transition. If he's getting rebounds, I want to be able to throw outlet passes and get dunks. Same reason I put Dimer. I'll tune in if you go live on Twitch. Sounds good, man. I think that'll be the plan. So I think we'll do that. I don't know if anyone else is live. Oh, Lino went off 38 minutes ago. Okay. So yeah, I think that what we'll do is I do hate leaving while we got some people in, but I think we had a pretty good little conversation there. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. I know I kind of sold on getting the SGA. I'll have them ready for tomorrow. But I don't know. I got interested and started talking about more fun things than just using a card that other people already have gameplays up for. So I will have them tomorrow. I'll get these challenges done with them. I'll probably end up running some online. And get these all out of the way. I need to buy Peja still. Ugh. Not looking forward to that, and I'm not buying Detlef Shrimp. So yeah, we'll get these done. We'll get SGA, and yeah, then 20 tokens. Doesn't really get good until 36. But yeah, that's more or less gonna do it. What's up, Big Chief? How you doing, man? Sorry you came in right as we're about to end. I'm gonna switch over to Twitch, and we're gonna play some shooty games. So if anyone does want to do that, I'll post the Twitch link right here. And absolutely, if anybody has any... Oh, it doesn't actually post as a link. I gotta type HTTP. So I'll do that. There we go. Now you can actually do that. So I will put that there. And I'm gonna go stream some either Valorant or Apex. Depends what Jake's want or JW wants to play. It's his birthday, so we're gonna go hang out with him. You pulled Bob Love. I am insanely jealous. Give me a follow on Twitch. That would be amazing. Really appreciate that. Definitely come in, and you got to tell me how that Bob Love is, because I want him. Obviously, I doubt I'll get him, but he does look really fun. So, all right, that's gonna do it for the YouTube stream. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out and asking me some good questions that I could actually rant a little bit about. That was fun. And yeah, see you guys over on Twitch, hopefully. Blech.